job?
Well, I think we're excited to tell people that we're expert generalists. So at the very least, we know where to send a youth to see a counselor or a doctor or any other service. We don't have to know everything and be a one-stop shop. We just have to know where to find the experts. So we're experts at finding the experts. In a day, I'm meeting a lot with youth one-on-one or with my staff who I'm supervising. In a month, we might do all kinds of different youth events, like a music class, or a mobile youth drop-in in our RV, or a meeting at City Hall to plan City Fest. In a year, we might do a thing like City Fest, a once-a-year event, or maybe a once per year fundraiser or partner thank you event. Well, for me, I got my Bachelor of Arts from SFU, and then I actually went into journalism. So I come with a bit of a unique skill set. I guess my background helps me a lot with communication and writing and speaking and communicating. I also spent about 15 years volunteering in various forms of youth work, especially with summer camps. So that helped me, I think, secure this job. And I also went through Youth Unlimited's national credentialing program, which is a 1 to 2 year in-house education program for training to be a youth worker.
Field.
Employment prospects, well, I suppose there's different forms of work above middle management, which I guess I'm in, as a supervisor for a small area. So, is that what you're referring to, Luca? Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess there would be various opportunities of more leadership, either within the organization or across one of our other areas, maybe in another city or another province or even another country.
Well, to perform my job and what I do, I'm in charge of lots of different things. So you have to be able to multitask, which is doing many different things at the same time. So you have to be organized, you have to be a clear thinker, you have to be able to communicate well, you need to roll with the punches because not everybody gets the information to you that they need on time. And you need to be able to laugh a lot. So my job, I oversee all the stuff that happens in the background with the organization. So that deals with accounting. So when donations come into an organization, as we're a charity, so it's dealing with the donations that come in. I've got a team of people that do that, and receipting and changing mail addresses and things like that. And making sure that we do financial statements and do government reports and kind of boring accounting type stuff. All of my stuff is behind the scenes, but it keeps the organization running. Most of the things that you learn on the job through 29 and 30 years of experience, because that's how long I've been around here. Okay, the employment prospects in my field. Well, for an organization, for a non-profit or an organization like ourselves, most have somebody who does what I do. So there's lots of organizations that are out there. I have a pretty wide sweep of what I do. There's not a lot of people, I think, that do the vastness of the breadth of the job that I do, but all organizations need somebody who can either run human resources or run finance or run the administrative side of things. So with my experience, there would be lots and lots of opportunities for me elsewhere should I choose to do that.
Well, I am, as the executive director of Greater Vancouver Youth Unlimited, I need leadership skills is a huge thing. To be able to communicate the vision of the organization to our staff and to be able to inspire our staff to fulfill the mission of the organization. So I need communication skills, leadership skills, and an ability to win others over, and also need the ability to care for people well, because if our staff aren't cared for, they're not going to want to work with us. So those are some of the skills that I need to do this job. In a day, I send a lot of emails. I'm on the phone communicating with staff on a daily basis. In a month, running staff meetings, meeting with financial supporters of the organization, and planning staff events. And then in a year, some of the things are planning conferences or meetings with all the executive directors from across Canada. Those are some of the day, month, year duties. A post-secondary degree, as well as leadership development courses that I've taken, and executive director course as well, which I have taken. And then just keeping myself updated with training on best practices for nonprofit organizations. So I go to workshops, seminars, and conferences annually in order to stay fresh in my training. So opportunities for me in this organization, because I'm leading the organization. So if you look at our chart, I'm at the top of the chart. Employment prospect for me would be to move into a national office position where I would have a leadership role for the organization across the country. So, or I could go with the international organization as well. It's my turn.
Would you call him Dad in this, or do you just refer to him as Mr. Coop, or what do you do with this one?
Call him by his name.
Oh, nice.
Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Wow.
How about like King something or other?
Yeah.
Your royal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what you
Royal
call him at
Highness.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mr. Sir.
Mr. Sir. Yeah, exactly.